And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. This is the game of the week on MLB The Show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the Bruins to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go. And on the mound now, Aaron Nola.
Well, this guy's coming off a season where he fell short of 200 strikeouts, which is kind of the ultimate for pitchers to get to that level. And it just tells you how nasty his stuff is, but it also leaves a little bit on the table for him to come out this season and make sure that he gets over that number so that he can go into the offseason feeling like I'm in a pretty special group.
Right through there for a strike.
We're watching a pitcher in Nola that flew through the Phillies minor league system. He was drafted in 2014 and made his major league debut the following year. You can't ask for much more from the 7th overall pick in the draft. Man, the scouts got it right.
Nola fires. And that one is inside. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
Batting second, the shortstop.
Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Shohei on the go. There's a ball. Safe at second, and that was not close. That's inside. Runner at second, nobody out. Three, two.
Strike him out.
Up the middle, and it's caught for the out. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Freddie Freeman.
Boog, this is one of those guys you want at the plate in those big game-defining moments. I mean, he's such a consistent hitter. You got to love watching him in those situations, and hopefully we'll get a chance to see that in this one.
Hit in the air, center field. Marsh moves under it. Puts it away for the out. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots.
0-1's the count.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field. If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
Two outs. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Marchand collects, fires to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. One hit, one left. And now it's the Phillies' turn. No score. Back here in Philadelphia, and on the hill in this one, Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Oh, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
And another ball. Swings through that one.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Right side. Freeman steps on the bag.
Batting second.
And time now for the Phillies lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
1 out, base is empty. Next offering is in for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. On the ground, right side. Whips it to first. And 2 quick outs in the bottom of the first here tonight.
Batting third, the shortstop.
2 outs, base is empty. Trey Turner stands in for the Phillies. Turner matched a homer in his last game. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that'll fall for a base hit. And now a 2-out opportunity for Kyle Schwarber.
Big knock there to keep the inning alive and an opportunity to put something in the gap and give the Phillies the lead.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
See the velocity, 97 with that fastball. Turner leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Pitch out, but no action. Yamamoto throws to first, and Turner's back in. That's a laser base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. 3 for 8 in the series coming in. And that one goes straight to the backstop. So on the wild pitch, 2 guys advance.
No trouble moving up to second on that play with the ball getting that far away from the catcher. Nice job to take advantage of the wild pitch.
Let's go, Nick.
At the belt and fires. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. He's got it. And the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple. Scoreless after 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Nola back to work. Line drive. Balls it in, and there's one away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Tommy Edman stands in now and watches strike 1. Foul ball there. Next offering is down low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Liner, base hit.
Batting 7, the second baseman.
One down. Jackie Robinson steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 3 for 7 in the series so far. Runner on the go. Pitch misses.
That's inside.
Throw. Save.
Safe.
Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Man at second.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Pitch is in there, and a count 2-1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, he had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Stop. The throw to first. They get the out on Robinson.
Batting it, the third baseman, number 13.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Max Muncy steps to the plate for the Dodgers. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. They have to regroup here.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He's in a tough spot. Had to make a great pitch. Did it. Got the strikeout. Gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
And we're back. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Yamamoto in his second season, 26 years old, and he was born in Japan. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Slapped foul. Yamamoto ready to fire now. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Back to the mound, he's got it. Fires over to first. That's one out, the bottom of the second.
Batting seventh, the third baseman, Wingo.
And here is Sosa to the plate. Good power, not great in the OBP department. And he takes a strike.
Well, Boog, the story's been told that Yamamoto's bag of tricks is an actual bag that he carries around. Inside the bag, he keeps a yoga mat, wooden blocks, tiny soccer balls, and mini javelins. He uses all of that just for his warm-up routine.
No score here in the second. Outside low. Going to count 1-2.
Yamamoto's warm-up includes doing headstands and walking on his palms. He uses blocks to work on body positioning, hurls mini soccer balls into a wall to warm up his arm, and then heads to the field to throw mini javelins. I don't think anyone else is stealing his pregame routine anytime soon.
The other way, and that's just foul. One down, base is empty. On the ground. Sneaks through, base hit.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And now it's going to be Weston Wilson. Turned on, but foul wide of third. Next offering is fouled back.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
And down on strikes. And now 2 gone.
Well, I'd say he pretty much had to offer at that one. You don't want to leave it in the umpire's hands. Even though it ended up outside the zone, it still was close enough to where it looked like it could drop down right on that corner and get the call. Last thing you want to do is get punched out by the umpire knowing you could have at least fouled the pitch off and kept the at-bat going.
Rafael Marchand, the next to hit, takes ball 1. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
Two outs. Misses off the inside, and the count is 2-2. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Ohtani ranging back. He's got it, and that will end the inning. Phillies strand 1. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. And that one is lifted in the air. Marsh on the move. Hauls it in for the out. It feels like we might be headed towards a rain delay if the weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
Yeah, the umpiring crew are going to pay attention to how the weather is impacting this game, and the moment it becomes dangerous, I think, is the moment we'll be forced to take a break.
Ohtani batting for the second time, and that's strike one. Swings through that one for strike two.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Nope.
Ball one there. Top of the third, no score. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. And there's two gone following the strikeout.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
And strike one to Mookie Betts.
0-1.
Swing and a miss as he was late that
0-2
time.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get...
That's strike three and the third out. So we take a break. Dodgers down in order, and we're still knotted at 0. Back at Citizens Bank Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. This is Bryson Stott. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. And a swing and a miss there.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Pitch is in the dirt. Now 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. In the air, left field, down the line, and no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away. Not close with that one, and the count is even 2-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
I don't know how this at bat will end, but I'll be sad when it does. So much fun watching this thing go back and forth.
Stays alive. Got him looking. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
That was a pretty fun at bat right there, but you kind of hate to see a long battle like that end on a questionable call. I think he was right in letting it go. Frustrating result after he fought so hard at the plate.
Here's the left fielder, Johan Rojas. He's 0 for 1. That one missed. That one missing inside. Up the middle, bats up with it on the run, sends it over to first, and they get the out.
The batter, number 7, shortstop.
Wow, Singy's StatCast tells us he fired an absolute bullet to first, and it needed to be a bullet.
Yeah, 87 miles per hour on a line, Boog, and that's some heat from across the diamond. Really close play at first, but the ball just beat him to the bag.
Trey Turner now, that one way inside.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Hit hard on the ground is short. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Down quickly go the Phillies. And we are still scoreless. As we go to the top of the 4th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Babe Ruth. And that misses. Ball 1.
You know, these Dodgers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Right through there for a strike. And now 2-2. And that's downstairs and outside. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Out towards left center. Rojas on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
The left fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
It's Aaron Judge now. He's 0 for 1. Judge working through some struggles lately. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And here's Freddie Freeman. 0 for 1 so far. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. He makes the grab, and there's 2 down. And here comes Tommy Edman. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Edman.
And that's down and away. 4th inning underway, no score. And a foul ball. Pitch in the dirt. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
hit pretty well in the air out to center. Marsh under it. Drops into the glove, and that is that. So the Dodgers leave one. Still no score. Bottom of the fourth. Now it's going to be Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Pitch misses there, and a count even 1-1. And that one hammered way back there. And it's off the wall. The throw into second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. First time up was a pop out. And that one upstairs. Schwarber at second with nobody out. Fouled off. He was late. That's outside. And it's 2-1. And there's a ball.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
Headed towards the corner, and that is a foul ball. Big stock center field. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
And now Brandon Marsh just missed. Runners at the corners, nobody out. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And that is out of play. Swing and a foul, out of play. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Ground ball left side, could be two. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Well, that was a great chance to turn two with the 6-4-3 right there, but the feed to second, maybe the most important part of starting that double play, just didn't get it right there. And these players work on it a lot during batting practice, and that feed's not on point. Very difficult for the second baseman to make the turn.
First and second, no outs. Edmundo Sosa stands in for the Phillies.
1-1.
In the dirt, but kept close. Right through there for a strike.
You know, these Phils showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there.
Slings to second, throw to first, but he beat it. To first, and he throws it away. Over to first, safe. And he'll make it up to second as he advances on the throwing error.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And now the first baseman, Weston Wilson. Golden opportunity right here. Swings through that.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
2 on, 1 out. On the ground to the left. And it stays fair. 1 run is in. Now 2 runs score. And they lead by 3. A 2-run double.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Rafael Marchand stands in. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen.
Now pitching for
So a lefty out of the pen, Anthony Banda.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
There's a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Over to first, and they got him.
the batter, number 5.
And stepping in is the speedy Bryson Stott. Both 2 in this one. Just missed. Wilson on third with 2 out. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
The pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes, and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
That one finds the zone, and the count 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Nola back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Dodgers looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
Up next for the Dodgers,
Really nice job
the third
staying up the
baseman,
middle with his
Max
approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Man at first, nobody out. Here's Muncy to hit. Swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
One thing with Max Muncy, and it'll be interesting to see what he throws here. He hammers the fastball. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
Well, this guy is so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes, even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
That's a ball.
That one way inside. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Well, you rarely ever see 3 curveballs in a row because that's one of those pitches it's most effective when you haven't seen it recently. You might see 3 sliders in a row, but right there, he was feeling that curveball and figured he could finish with that pitch.
Will Smith to the plate. Outside low, and it's 1-0. Smith measures 5 feet 10 inches, 29 years old, and he was selected for the All-Star game last year. There goes Jackie. Fought off foul. And a pitch out, but no steal, and it's ball 2. Nola throw to first, and he's back in easily. Outside. 3-1. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
On the ground, could be 2. There's 1.
He's out.
Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Phillies 3 and the Dodgers nothing. So remaining in the game defensively, Dalton rushing. He takes over behind the plate to do the catching after entering the game as a pinch hitter. So up next, Johan Rojas.
The left fielder, Johan Rojas.
That one missed.
Well, these Phillies, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. A handful have turned into outs, but of the balls they put in play, 10 have been line drives. I say keep barreling the ball and good things will happen. Don't let that get you frustrated.
And he lays down a bunt. Freeman over to first in time. Just got him, and he was burning up the baseline.
Shortstop.
Here's Trey Turner. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. And that misses. And that is ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Next offering is down low. And the count now 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes. Aye. 2 balls, 1 strike.
And it's fouled away. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
And he grounds one to the right side. And they get Turner for the out.
Up next for the Phillies, the designated hitter, Kyle.
2 down, base is empty. And here is Kyle Schwarber. There's a strike. Two outs, base is empty. Next pitch misses way outside. Just missed. Pulled down the line. This one hammered, but it's foul.
No, it's a really good pass to the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. He's got to find a way. Just let it travel a hair more.
And Schwartz strikes out. Phillies go down quietly in the inning, but they lead at 3-0. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now here is Shohei Ohtani. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Way out front for strike 2.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Got it. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after it.
Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. It has the distance, gone. He'll circle the bases. His 2nd homer of this series, and they cut into the deficit. It's 3-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden, they're back in this ball game.
So 1 out, nobody on. Here's a big power threat. Babe Ruth. That misses. 1-0.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Next offering is in for a strike.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Close one, doesn't get the call. 2-1.
1 strike.
1 out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Just off the outside edge. 3-1 now. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Man at first with 1 gone. Here's some real power at the plate. Aaron Judge. Ripped into right field, base hit. Throw into 3rd. And the throw's offline, safe at 3rd.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And the Phillies manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make a move. Aaron. Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Tanner Banks.
And a tall task ahead of him right here with 2 runners in scoring position and multiple outs to get. He's going to be pitching for strikeouts here, no question.
Freeman, the next to hit, takes low for a ball. The Dodgers threatening. Lifted in the air down the left side. Base hit, 1 run is in. Here comes the throw.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Go ahead, run on base. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. 1 for 2. And ball 1. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Jose Alvarado, the veteran southpaw, is getting ready to come on if needed. Romano, the right-hander, also getting loose. Man at first, 1 away. Late on that fastball.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Late with the swing there.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And there's 2 away. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Base knock right field. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Muncy in the box, lays off for ball 1. Two aboard, 2 outs. So now a pinch hitter, Kike Hernandez.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
Next offering is in for a strike. That's his strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. So they get 3 and draw even. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots do up. All tied up at 3 apiece. Staying in the game on defense, Enrique Hernandez. He'll play 3rd after coming into the game as a pinch hitter. Now it's the right fielder, Nick Castellano. Shintaro Fujinami taking over on the mound. This is his 5th appearance of the year.
Number 15, Shintaro Fujinami.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That one is absolutely belted. Judge going back on this one. Hauls it in on the warning track.
Center fielder, number 16, Brandon.
And now the center fielder, Brandon Marsh. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Edmundo.
And here is Edmundo Sosa. Ball 1 there. On the ground to short. Betts throws to first in time. Inning over. Phillies down in order. Still tied 3-3.
Now
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Jose Alvarado. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. And now Dalton rushing.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
That misses the zone. Ball 1. On the ground to first, Wilson steps on first for the out.
The batter, the right fielder, Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. 1 for 3. He was late there, strike one.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
That one
ball,
misses.
2 strikes.
1-2 to count. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. Outside low, and it's 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Left-handed batter facing a left-handed pitcher that's got some sink like that at the end. It's just the bottom falls out of it when it looks like it's going to be a pretty good pitch in that location that everyone says lefties love.
Here's Mookie Betts now. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch just misses. Next offering is fouled back. Turns and fires to Betts. That's in there. And it's 1-2. And that skips in the dirt. In the air, left field. Rojas gets under it and makes the play, and that's out number 3. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Number 86. The pitch. And that is downstairs. Ball 1. And another ball.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Missed inside with the curve. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
That one's in there. Now 3-2.
You got a full count.
Into center and a base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. 110 miles per hour, and man, that exit velocity, not every hitter's capable of getting that kind of jump off the bat, no matter how hard they swing.
Here's the Phillies catcher, Rafael Marchand. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Makes the catch for the out.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Bryson.
Now here is Bryson Stott. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. This one in the air. Hernandez has it sized up. Makes the grab. That's out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder,
Johan Rojas stands in for the Phillies. 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. Now move to first. And he dives back in safely. Down the middle for a strike. 0-1.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
That's out to center field. Edman in position. He's there. He's got it. And that is the third out of the inning. One left for Philadelphia. So no change in the score. It's 3-3. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Jordan Romano. Babe Ruth steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
0-1.
Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Matt Strong, the left-hander, up and throwing. The 1-1. That one to first. Leadoff man is out here in the eighth.
The left fielder, number 99, Aaron.
Here comes Aaron Judge. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Marsh makes the grab on the run.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
First one to Freeman is in for a strike.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
It's off his shoulder, eats him up. Go ahead run on base. Tommy Edman at the plate. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-1's the count.
And misses inside. And a count 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Long run, tracks it down. And that's the third out. One left for LA. Score remains tied at 3. Back here in Philadelphia, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Trey Turner at the plate. And that's in the dirt.
No strike.
And there's a ball.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
2-1.
grounder into the outfield for a knock. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charging, crazy. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Pickoff throw. Turner back easily.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. That one pulled foul. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Throw on to Freeman. Schwarber out of the play.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that.
And here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Evan Phillips. Castellanos swings through it for strike 1. Pickoff move to second, and Turner's back in. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. That misses, and that's ball 1. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Man at second. That one is upstairs.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Brandon Marsh in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Move to second, and he's back safely. With the go-ahead run standing at second, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Number 60, Brandon.
So a change being made at first base. And here's the pinch runner, Ricky Henderson. 2 on, 1 out. March digs in now.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
This is again 5 in a row.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
Can't find it here. That's 6 straight balls.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming. No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seemed to help. Never helped me.
Ground ball left side, and it's just foul. That was close. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Big strikeout there as he works to strand that go-ahead run at second base, but job's not done yet. Got to get that last out before you can exhale and get back into the dugout. It's kind of tough to do with this home crowd applying so much pressure.
Stepping in, Edmundo Sosa. There's a strike at the knees. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Not even close there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Fights it off. He'll see another. Two on, 2 outs. Fights that one away. Still 1 and 2. Oh, right to the backstop. And 2 in scoring position now, thanks to that wild pitch.
No trouble moving up to second on that play with the ball getting that far away from the catcher. Nice job to take advantage of the wild pitch.
Deep breath, he's ready, and he fires. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Base hit, 1 run is in. A second scores as well, and they lead by 2.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
So 2 down. Weston Wilson stands in for the Phillies. There's the strike.
0-1's the count.
Sosa, the runner at first with 2 gone. Check on the runner. Sosa back on a dive. That's off the mark. And 1 and 1. Right through there for a strike. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Goes down looking. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 9th inning coming up. Ricky Henderson now in the game as he comes in as a new right fielder. Matt Strong on to try and close it out. A chance at his first save of the year. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Jackie Robinson. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Next offering is in for a strike. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely. If he's doing damage now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
He's 2 outs away. And Kike Hernandez at the plate. Fly to right his first time. This one in the air, center field. Marsh moves under it. They got it for out number 2.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent base.
Number 36, Masataka Yoshida.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1.
And that one is downstairs. And it's 1-1. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. And the slider just misses. Lifted to left, and that should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Phillies salvage the finale of this 3-game series.
Well, Booth, 4 games wasn't too long of a losing streak, but they're definitely happy to be back in the win column. Now you can turn things around, get on the right track, and probably start a winning streak from here.
A 5-3 final score in this one. The Phillies hang on to win it. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.